trips highlight just how important Indiana could become in the presidential primary for both parties. WSBT-22's Patrick Roth is at the live desk tonight. And Patrick, these primaries are about a lot more than just the presidential races.
Yeah, Rick, this is a political junkie's dream. But if you're sick of politics, well, this is going to be a rough couple of weeks for you. There's a very tight race between Todd Young and Marlin Stutzman for Senate, and nearly every House district has a race for their nomination. By May 3rd, more than 40 states and U.S. territories will have held a primary election. And odds are there still won't be a presumptive nominee on the Republican side when Hoosiers cast their votes.
The Republican side, I would say, this is going to be the most important Indiana Republican presidential primary since 1976.
That was the last time there was no clear nominee at the start of the convention. So just how important is Indiana? Both the New York Times and the website 538 say Indiana is the most important state left. They say if Trump can't win Indiana, he's unlikely to have enough delegates to win the party's nomination before the convention. But there's more than just one race on the ballot this year.
But I think even for several down ballot races, there's a very sharp competition for Dan Coates' Senate seat.
There are also House races, including 6 candidates running to replace Marlin Stutzman in the House of Representatives.
That we could have several Republican nominations for the U.S. House and for state House and state Senate seats that are won by very narrow margins.
With 6 candidates in the running, winning just 20% of the vote could be enough to get the nomination. And who winds up winning the presidential primaries here could have a big impact on who wins these local races.
Because I don't think Trump is going to have beneficial coattail effects on the more moderate, less religious, pro-business Republicans. Okay. Whereas I think a major Cruz victory in Indiana is more likely to have beneficial coattail effects for the social and religious conservatives.
Now, we should note that on the Democratic side, there's just not as many competitive races. Barron Hill is running unopposed for the Democratic nomination for the Senate, and there are 2 candidates running for the 2nd congressional district here in our area. And a lot of the state reps from both parties are also running unopposed for their respective parties' nomination. At the live desk, Patrick Roth, WSBT 22 News.